Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another Ixalan Draft. This should be number 8, if I count correctly, and meh. Heh. Bad rare. Not the best uncommons. The Wild Growth Walker is like a monster. I guess I have a couple options here. Spy is solid, but it's it's decent, but it's fairly replaceable. Deacon is not replaceable, but is I don't really like. I think I don't think you want to just dive into the vampires deck unless you like crack a sweet rare or at least a couple like a sweet uncommon or two in a row. Because I don't think you can get there with just like the common vampires. Um, I think we're gonna go with the Wild Growth Walker and see about this Explorer deck. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I don't know if this is good enough to do this. By the way, obviously, I don't know if like I think the card's fairly good, but it might not actually be that good. That said, I think we just take Air Elemental here. Always good in just about every format, and good here in this format too. Um, there's not really much that's going to get in the way of it profitably. You know, they flash in the Wind Strider, that doesn't do it. The 3-4 with reach is only a 3-4 with reach. So, yeah. We'll take the Air Elemental. That is some sweet art, too. This is the first time I've, like, zoomed in on it. But look at, like, the face. This thing is massive. How is that only a 4-4? Sometimes the art and the gameplay don't quite match up. Blue is not the best Explorer color, which is kind of unfortunate. But hey. Well, we got Shapers here. This card hasn't quite been as good as it looks. Because the format is interestingly, it pushes fast at times. I'm not ready to call it a fast format yet because I think in any format, people are gonna people. The first thing people are gonna like hit on is gonna be the. Is Itlawok still worth anything? I know when the card came out, it was like the most valuable card in the set when the set came out, or close to it. I think it fell off though. Like everybody realized that if it's not actually Gaia's Cradle on the front side, it's it's less than a ticket. If it's not actually Gaia's Cradle on the front side, it is far less of a thing. What does that leave us with though? Not much. Dreadmaw. Might just take the Dreadmaw. It is a wholly replaceable, quote unquote, common, but I've yet to feel bad when I cast that card about my chances. 6 mana, 6/6 trample. It's basic, but it does work. Slide a 4-drop in here, have a straight curve. Woo! See, now this is interesting. Like, Opt might just be the better card for our deck. We haven't got any Explorer yet. But we did start with the Walker, right? You know what? We're going to take the... This card is just worse than the Wild Growth Walker. Kind of impressive. You know what? I think we're just taking Opt. Now that I realize this is just a, like, yes, it's a 2-2, but a 1-3 is probably better to be putting counters on anyway. And gaining the 3 life is huge. Yeah, now that I'm realizing that that rare is a bad Wild Growth Walker, I am less excited. Ooh, we got some interesting ones here. Emergent Growth is not great, but I think it's better than people have been giving it credit for. It is a pseudo removal spell in green, so that's always interesting. That said, I think we're just going to take the Jade Guardian. This card has overperformed every time I've seen it on the battlefield. Is it like the 5th Rallying Roar that has gone by? That's going to be ridiculous. I mean, that said, for us, we've got Daggertooth, Cancel, and Spiketail here. I don't think we want to take Spiketail yet. Like, I would like to have... I don't mind having one in my deck, but... And... both Daggertooth and Cancel just feel imminently replaceable. I think we're going to take the Daggertooth. Ooh, another Jade Guardian. Sure, we'll do that. Crushing Canopy, also good. But, now we get this pack back. Nothing in our colors in it. What's our best pick here? It's probably just the Aerosaur. It's just the best card here. So if we somehow did end up in white, I'd rather have that. Brontodon remains too big. I have yet to get like the right deck with treasures or whatnot. Whatever you need to get this card out at a reasonable time. I don't think Jungle Delver is good. It seems bad as an all-in card, as we saw in that the draft from yesterday. I don't really think Blossom Dryad is great either, but it does accelerate. It is a card, and it is technically a 2-2. Sailor of Means, this card has just run around overperforming. I guess this is, we're not playing Legion Conquistador, but in this magical world where we end up playing white somehow, Demystify is probably better. What would have to happen to get us right? I mean, to be fair, we don't actually have that much blue. We got a decent amount, though. Shapers and Air Elemental are both good cards, too. I don't want to go all in on it, but I will throw it in the sideboard. And Blightkeeper. I've heard some people say that that's a good card. I think it can be good in the right deck, but I don't think on its surface it gets there. Branchwalker. This card is just great. 2-1 draw a card or a 3-2 scry. Like, yeah, we'll do that all day. Deep Root Warrior also good, and also probably will be good in this deck where we'll hopefully pick up a couple River Herald Spoons to go with our Jade Guardians and stuff, but I think the Branchwalker, especially with the Wild Growth Walker, is definitely the pick here. But to be fair, I don't think that makes much of a difference. I think that was just the pick no matter what. This is interesting. This card, I want to be better than it is. You like want to cast like a... It needs to be like a board sweep cast, or that you're never going to get enough counters on this thing to make it great. Though to be fair, you know, a 2-1, a 2-2 with flash is not the worst. Like, or a 3-3 for 2 mana with flash. I mean, you know, it does take some setup, but you'll take it. I mean, that said, where do we go here? It's either Shaper's Apprentice or Run Aground. I think we're going to take Run Aground. We don't have any interaction yet. And Shaper's Apprentice has not been great in the format. I mean, we only have one Explorer, but I think we're going to take this anyway. So valuable if we can get some more. Though, like, I feel like somebody just snapping off all our Explorer cards. We haven't seen many. What is this? What is this doing in the pack? It's fourth pick. Is nobody in red? Do I just snap this off and figure out how to play it later? I mean, it's that or a Strider or a Looter, right? We're going to take the Lightning Strike speculatively here. And, you know, either look for some mana fixing or something to play it. Or just, it might just end up in the sideboard. That's entirely possible too. But it does look like we're not getting a blue-green passed around the board here. This is another pack that's just basically dead for us. I mean, maybe we'll take New Horizons here. It's probably better in our deck than Blossom Dryad. And it accelerates us and makes something bigger and gets us closer to playing the Lightning Strike. All important factors. If we had more Explorer cards already, I would go for the Troop, but we're not even in that world yet. I mean, technically, Commune helps me splash. So again, we're just... Do we take the Plunderers? I think we just take the Plunderers here. The Shipwreck Looters are fine, but I think we're getting cut pretty hard, and I am trying to find a way to just sneak out a green-blue. That said, we're taking Vine Shaper. I mean, at this point, Shapers of Nature doesn't even need the first ability. We can get plenty of value off its second ability, just drawing cards. I guess we'll take a Shaper's Apprentice. Unknown Shores is bad, but I don't want a Brontodon. I don't want a Spyglass, and I don't really want to play Navigator's Ruin. So I think we'll take the Unknown Shores. More garbage. Vampires. Clearly open. I don't think we play that pillar. I guess Spell Pierce. I don't want to play the one Delver I have in the sideboard. Definitely not two. Oh, I mean, Headwater Sentries is a more relevant sideboard card than the Delver. So we could definitely use a couple tricks slash Merfolk that makes everything with a +1/+1 counter on it, unblockable. Ooh. I mean, the problem is we can't cast it. It's barely worth. It's only worth like a ticket, so we can't even take it and try to sell it. We kind of just have to look sadly at it as it passes by. Ooh, Siren Lookout. Yeah, we're slamming that. I was looking at the Raging Raptors for a second. Obviously, Aegisaur, Kisyath, both houses that are, you know, absolutely insane, but we can't really play either one. But Siren Lookout we can play. It puts +1/+1 counters on itself. It explores. It has flying, which we really could use some flyers right now because we have actually a decent ability to clog the ground. I don't think the foil is going to make a difference on that primal amulet. I think it's still not worth much. We're going to double check just in case here on the side screen, but yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, still not worth a ticket. So I think we're going to take Spine back here. Mystic is good, but I would like a couple more 2-drop Merfolks to make this better. But Spineback is just a late game win condition. You get to make 4/4s every turn. And that kind of works with what we have here. It's not a flyer to win the game, but it is a way to win the damn game. I still think we take the Deep Root Warrior, even though we didn't get that Vine Shaper last turn, the last pack, because Deep Root's still going to be just good in our deck. This is interesting. We got a Water Trap Reaver, which is good, and we've also got a Runaground. I think we're going to take the Runaground because we're kind of crowded at 3, and we kind of need more interaction. Our only interaction is the other Runaground. Ew. These packs are bad. This card was not great in yesterday's draft, and even there we had like real things to try to get value off of. Like we had the little baby raptors that call big raptors, but we never got to do that. We saved a couple cards with it, but I don't think there's anything else here. I think we just take that. I don't know if we're gonna play it though. I sent it right to the sideboard. Though if we're gonna keep opening garbage like this, maybe we do. This deck might want the Blinding Fog. It's bad, but we really have nothing that happens at instant speed. Like, we might even play a Spell Pierce at this point. We don't want a Brontodon. I don't think we want Shorekeeper. I don't think we want a 17th Jungle Delver. So I think we're going to take the Fog. I don't know if we're going to run it, but we're going to take it. Ooh, Keeper. Yeah, let's take the Keeper. I like Prosperous Pirates, but I also like cards with keyword 2-drop a lot. I guess we'll take a Shorekeeper for the sideboard there, because once again, I don't need the 87th Delver. This deck is okay. I really wish we had found some River Herald Spoons, but there is definitely somebody else in the draft drafting Merfolk. Because they were not coming around. I mean, it's a common. We should have seen at least 2 if we were the only people drafting Merfolks. At least. We really could use something else though to interact. This deck is the all decent creatures, no interaction deck. Oh, what? Maybe there's nobody drafting Merfolk and there was just no boons opened? I don't get how this goes all the way around the table otherwise. Ugh. This card hurts a lot because I want it to be good, because I do love milling folks out, but I can't bring myself to play it. I know it's bad. I want to play it in my heart of hearts, but I have yet to. That's a pretty good lookout dispersal. Ooh, Bronto sideboard. Gotta have one of them, just in case. I've yet to find the matchup where it wants to come in, but I'm sure it exists. I think. Do we just take out one of these Wild Growth Walkers? We have so few Explore cards, literally only 2. So it's mostly just a 1/3. Do we take out both? Probably taking out both is what do we put in? Spell Pierce? Rebirth? I kind of want to take out Blossom Dryad and put Rebirth in. We have Rebirth, Lookout to Dispersal, and 2 Runagrounds is our interaction here. I mean, only 2 Explore cards. It might even be that a Jungle Delver is better than the Walker. Mostly because I can target it with Vine Shaper Mystic. Nah, I don't think so. We have enough late game and other stuff going on. We have Mana Sinks. I think the deck... Does the deck want Sentries? I don't think so. I think we just take a Spell Pierce, I guess. It should get value. This is you know, this is Magic Limited in 2017, folks. This is not your father's limited format where, you know, there's not going to be a Spell Pierce target. I don't care what colors you are. There will be a 9-creature spell I probably want to counter. Is it a 10-7 or is it a 9-8? I do have a lot more green. 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still think it's a 9-8. Because I don't need double green until we hit the top end. And then I don't really need double blue until we hit the top end either, but I do want to be able to get to double blue for the air elemental. And I think I'm a lot more likely to make it there on 8 than 7. Also, I would like to be able to cast Opt whenever I have it. Okay, so let's see. Round 1, folks. Let's go. The deck admittedly looks like a 2-1, but hey, if we get some good matchups, we can win this. We can get a trophy. Why not? Ew. That's a bad hand. We're mulliganing. Okay, I guess we'll keep it. It's almost... It's just as bad as that last hand, but... It is better than going to 5, I guess. Ooh, Shapers is a good draw. Because we can slap the Mystic counters on the Shapers in itself. And then bash with a 4/4. Opponent not doing anything is great. Sounds good. Oh, especially if they don't have a turn 3 play. Ooh, I wonder if he held that back last turn. I'm going to play Vine Shaper here because then next turn I can play Deep Root and leave up the Lookout's Dispersal. I kind of do want to put a Vine Shaper counter on the Deep Root more than putting it on itself, but I think that this line's going to work out better. Plus bashing with a 4/4 is feels good, man. Okay, opponent found third land. Water Trap Weaver is okay, fine, and is not even interested in attacking. Oh, say what? And yeah, we are going to be hard pressed to lose this one, folks. We are up on our opponent in mana. We have roughly infinite card draw on the board. I don't even know if we cast that Dreadmaw next turn. I think it's better. It might just be like if we draw the mana, it might just be better to leave out Lookouts and draw a card. Depends if the opponent casts. Oh, okay. It would depend if the opponent cast anything there. They didn't. I never evaluated during deck building if I wanted to try to splash the Lightning Strike. I don't think I do, because I don't think I found enough. I guess I can play. Yeah, I really don't want to. What am I going to do? I'm going to run out the New Horizons and Unknown Shores. And I probably want to put a mountain in there too, right? And that's going to. It's going to decimate my mana base. Almost literally. Decimate to reduce by 1/10. Despite the fact that it is used often for completely destroyed. That's, that would have been good with our Explorer, but it is what it is. We opt for a land here. Like, either we take a land if it's there, or we bottom anything that's not a land, I think. Because we just want to curve. So we got 2-drop, 3-drop, 2/2 drops on turn 4. Nice. Again, I'm kind of tempted to play out the Deep Root Warrior before the Mystic and just... we're not blocking that. That attack screams Skulldugs. Plus, we should be able to get the Deep Root Warrior through whatever he blocks, so it plays the block. I think Sailor means it's one of the only things he can play that we can't even attack into at all. Well, profitably. Well, with any form of profit. Like if you play this, I think you could play that would trade with the Deepu Warrior as a 3/3, but I don't think there's anything else that would just, you know, I don't think there's anything that would eat it, and I don't think there's anything else that just blocks it and doesn't trade. I know it totally bones out the mana efficiency, but I think it's going to be better to have the Deep Roots with the counter. So I'm going to play to that. Though I guess if I had played Vine Shaper before combat, I could block Deadeye Tracker without worrying about getting beaten up by... Oh, okay. When if he wants to do this before combat, he gets in for 3, but he can't attack with a Deadeye Tracker. He could have attacked with a Deadeye Tracker. There's no way I'm blocking. I proved that. Oh. He does get a token. It's kind of annoying. Admittedly, it doesn't help us if he plays something right here. But this 9 does give us Keeper and Dispersal next turn. Though, I mean, I guess Keeper would have been out of our hand and we would just have Dispersal anyway. So, it doesn't really change anything there. Okay. The pre-combat lookout is sort of interesting. Sort of. I think we're in a good spot here. Because we win the race as it stands, and we have Dispersal. Good for us that he didn't have anything at the end there. That would have been bad. Now, is it better to play Keeper? Or is it better to leave out both counter spells? I think it's correct to play Keeper. Because I think we want to add to the board threats for our next attack. You got the mana now, buddy. Your Prying Blade did do the work. Nope. He does get, he can +2, but oh, okay, that's fine. Him getting that is much better for us than him tapping one of our creatures. Oh, sweet. Did we run around pre-combat? That's interesting. Like, let's say we run around the lookout. He's forced to just single chump and lose both of his creatures, and then he can play Lookout next turn. But if he hits the Explorer, he gets to play a land? But that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. He's trade instead of him picking that up with the pirate. And the one thing we're worried about for next turn is some sort of crazy non-creature spell, but a Spell Pierce, that should do it. Oh, I guess. I guess technically he has blocks next turn. He does lose both of his blockers. Air Elemental is just a fantastic draw here, because even if he doesn't have Skullduggery, which I think he has, I kind of expect to see a Skulldug pumping this, so they'll trade. Maybe not. That should do it. Yep, hey, we got there. Woo! Quick 2-0 is good. Let's see if we can do it again. Deck definitely performed better than I thought it was gonna from the lookup up front. Divine Shaper Mystic, getting that second one late in the draft was huge, and they definitely overperformed. I don't know who Brigback Banding is, but I love this guy. He's constantly got a bunch of trophies, so I've seen him, near the top of the... oh, jeez. People are pumping it out. Huh? Guess I should play some more Limited. Jesus. Couldn't tell if I saw that name on that list or it just like my head repeated itself. If I deja vu'd a bit. We're keeping this because it's got a 2-drop, and if we find a green mana, we are in business. Oh, Opt is fantastic. I think Opt is underrated in this format. I've definitely seen some people like pass up. Oh, what? That was sort of disgusting. I still think you don't play Kinjali's Caller in a deck with 2 Raptor companions, but I got to admit that felt pretty mean. Pretty mean. I guess I just run the Keeper out. Shaper's Apprentice has utility to me as a flyer, and the Deep-Root Warrior has a lot more strength on offense, so, Keeper. We definitely block here, obviously. We're not going to let him start cracking for 8 or for 6 a turn on turn 2 or turn 3. We're going to call, see if he's got the trick. Nope, he just down to trade. That's cool. We were hoping to see a pass the turn there. That'd be great for us, but whatever. Unknown Shores, eh? Okay. Well, we'll make a Sailor here. And then we now control the ground. And then next turn, I think we just play Air Elemental off of our treasure and start smashing the other way. Right? I guess we get New Horizons? That doesn't seem good. Interesting that he revealed the Unknown Shores, but then chose to play the mountain and then didn't cast anything. Just very interesting set of circumstances there. Unfriendly fire? That'd be kind of unfortunate because I was planning on putting a +1/+1 counter on that next turn. We're going to make the New Horizons and put the counter on the Air Elemental. Because then it at least trades with the Pterodon Knight if he has the Vampire's deal. No, I don't think I think we want to play... Well, actually, yeah, let's play the Shaper Apprentice. So we can put a counter on that next turn with the Vine Shaper and just go back to bashing. We'll continue bashing. I haven't really stopped. E! Okay, okay. It's definitely a card. I think we just attack there in the air. Because he has to block, or he just takes 8. And if he cracks back with Pterodon Knight, I just win. So, he can't crack back. And even this double strike attack, I still pick up a lot of these creatures. Trade here, I trade here. And then I gain 2 life here. It's definitely best for me to trade while the trading is good against the double strike. Or I guess I don't block with this. What do I block with here? Block that there. If I take the rest, I attack back and win? If he doesn't play anything? He would need 2 pump spells, right? Because +3/+3 gives him an additional 6. That doesn't get him there. And if he had a pump spell, he would have sent the flyer. Yeah, no, this is our block. Like, if he had something that kills us, he sends the flyer. Because that's a guaranteed 6. Hey, got there. Okay, let's see. Anything that we really want against his deck? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I really want to pull in. I mean, maybe Headwater Sentries matches up pretty well. I don't think that's worth it. Adjustment though. I don't even know what is like. I can't even say. Oh well, his deck seems kind of big. Maybe we can take the Chalice in, but that doesn't seem great either. I think we'll just submit. Maybe we could have pulled the Verdant Rebirth out for the Dryad. Maybe that would have been good. Whew, this is solid. We're gonna go Branch Walker 2, find ourselves a land, and I guess we'll figure it out from there because we have a whole bunch of 3-drop options. Ooh. I mean, I guess ideally I would have preferred if it was something I could mill and then drew the land next turn, but we'll take it. I guess we just New Horizons because we don't have anything else we can play for 3 green. The next turn, we can't actually play 2 spells. That's unfortunate. That is a disgusting amount of lands. Oh no, we can play 2 spells if we play the Sailor. Jeez, these forests, man. Oh, we'll top that. That's a great card to play next turn. We just play the Shapers here. I guess it would have been more efficient to play the Guardian. Yeah, that's not good for us. Our mana is so awkward. We can't cast 2 of the 4 drops. I guess we'll cast the Spine back? Yeah, what the hell? Attack with everything, because why wouldn't we? We're happy to trade this here. Although I guess yeah, that's why we don't. That blocks the flyer. That was hella dumb. I forgot that's got flying until I run aground the Aerosaur. Woo! That was bad. That was so bad. Now we don't have a blocker for later. Not a big deal. That's not good. I'm really mad at myself for that attack with the Lookout now. No reason to attack with that. That just gets him a free land. Okay. He's basically spending a card to get a land. And he's got a bunch of land. I don't know, unless he's got Geshauth in hand. That doesn't seem like the best play. so bad. Why did I attack with that? What was my brain doing? Like, it was the first thing I decided to attack with was this. Let me go back and explain that. I decided I was going to attack with this, and then later decided, oh yeah, well I could send this and this because nothing's going to get hurt. Forgetting that this, which I decided to attack with for no apparent reason, gets hurt. If he attacks with everything, I definitely run aground the Aerosaur. If he attacks with just two, I still think I do. We run that aground, and then double block the knight. I mean, I guess, I don't know. He sort of screamed that he had a trick. Oh yeah, that's another raptor. We can't block that knight. And I don't want to block the raptor. I'm not going to double block a raptor and lose a creature when, because, like, I don't think there's a two, like, unless he's got double +3/+3 and trample in hand, the trick will not save him. So he needs to find a blocker here. If I draw a land, I should be in a good spot because I can Jade Guardian up both of the Merfolks and attack with the 4/4s. Oh, that's still pretty good. We're going to put on the Deep-Root Warrior because we can attack with that and not have to worry about losing it somehow in the attack. We know his top card is Aerosaur. We don't know what the other card in his hand is. We can assume it's probably a trick based on his attack last turn, but we don't actually know that. I understand that in theory I should be making dinosaurs where the making of the dinosaurs is available to me, but that's a lot of mana to spend on a dinosaur when I've been playing 2 cards in each of these other turns. Block that there. Block that there. Block that there. Block that there. Now, let's look at this. You know, one of the cards in his hand is an Aerosaur, so he would need a single trick. I mean, I guess Rallying Roar pretty destroys us here, huh? I think that's fine. Nice. Okay. Well, I don't know if he had anything there or not, but sure, we'll take it. And match 3, let's go. Let's go. I mean, yeah, 2-0-4-0 so far. I mean, deck is working. We'll see if it keeps up. I would love a nice little quick 3-0-6-0. It's a good day there. Come on, opponent, let's go. Ah, come on. We're hyped for this 3-0. Let us be hyped. Don't end our hype train. The last second, yes? Is that what that was? Just how long can we make you wait? Bet money based on that this busy guy wasn't even looking at that hand right away either. Huh. We're going to keep this. Any land gets us a long way with the Siren Lookout in hand. Hey, we got there. I think if he plays a creature on turn 2, we're going to cycle Verdant Rebirth off of it. Ah, we could have used the turn 2 creature there, though. That would have been really good. Do I just cycle here now? Nah, I don't think so. I don't need the card. Oh, there it is. See, that's why I wanted to cycle on turn. Yeah. Ugh. I wanted to cycle in a spot where I just didn't have the math to. We're getting rid of the Sailor of Means because we don't really need it here. It would be nice if we top decked Deeproot Warrior, because then we can play Deeproot and Shaper Apprentice next turn and put the Jade Guardian counter on the Shaper Apprentice the turn after. I mean, if you would have attacked first, I probably would have let you get in with the Blossom Dryad, bro. But now, obviously not. Yeah. Guess we just play Jade Guardian on the ground here. It was unfortunate that we were green-blue and drafted 2 Jade Guardians and never found a goddamn one with the wind. Would it have just been better knowing he's stuck on 3 land just to stick the Dryad back on top? No, I know that's not correct. It's just, I like to play Magic that way. When I can be as mean as possible. Let's go. You can have it for your 3 damage, because I'm going to swing back for 3. I think I might cycle Rebirth this turn, whether or not he gives me a chance to do anything about it. Like whether or not it's good. I do want to find a forest. Oh, is he going to sail back me? Oh, I guess I just run that aground, huh? That's, yeah, functional time walk. And he has the choice to do the same thing here, but now I know, and I'm not going to send the Jade Guardian into it. Or he can try up something different. Hope I forget about the sail back in his hand. I mean, that's not an impossibility. It's totally likely that I will. To be honest, I should have seen the sailback come in there. Just give. I mean, no, not really. There's no reason to play around sailback there. I don't think, because he hasn't played a second color of land. He could very easily just be color screwed. So I don't think that playing around the sailback there is good. I think it's correct to just let him to do it how we did it. Exploring before combat, I don't have anything else in hand, and it gives me the most information I'm going to get. I mean, I can't cast Verdant Rebirth, but I mean, part of the hope was that I was going to draw a forest. Then he plays Sailback? Question mark. Okay. I feel like he could wait to the end of the turn there. I don't go for any kind of ugly double, right? I just let him hit me and play the Dreadmaw next turn, I think. I think we block the Daggertooth with the Branchwalker. So also, if he doesn't smash in with anything else, do I just double block? I think I might just double block. I mean, yeah, I get blown out by a trick, but A, I still think he's stuck on... Oh, okay, now he's said the other thing. Now I don't think I double block. Though maybe because he just waited so long. Maybe I just do. Alright, single block it is. Oh, he does have something. What took him so long to figure this out, then? Do I want to play 2 spells here? No, I think I just want to play Dreadmaw because he has the 5/5. Alright, now here I think before combat, I think I play this. So lets me drop a counter on something if I need it. So I guess I'm not attacking with the Dreadmaw. No, I guess I could. Yeah. If he's got a trick he attacks, he doesn't use it last turn. And now he can't get a profitable double block either. Because I can +1. Cool, I'll trade with his board. And pass the turn. I think because our opponent is just color skewed, we're just going to win now. Nice. Okay, okay. What did we see here? Is Blinding Fog gonna be good here? He's shown Pounce and Sailback. And Fog kinda beats both of those. Blinding Fog. Yeah, Rebirth was fine there, but it remains very questionable. Um, like we got a card and we got our flyer back there, but we never even replayed that flyer. Oh, I think we'll keep this. It's not the fastest, but his deck didn't seem that fast from what we saw of the green part of it, though now he has his red. But even if he gets something set up, the Sailor means tends to come down and do a real good job going up the board. Not a huge fan of him getting Dino upgrades, though. This card is definitely much better than the Kanjali's Caller. It can attack itself. It gives the dinos themselves haste if it wants to. It's going to here or not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get in for your 1 damage. Do I play Sailor or do I play Mystic? Sailor doesn't actually hold anything back. Mystic does, but I do lose the upside of it, putting the extra counter over on the Jade Guardian in a couple turns. We're doing alright on mana. And to be fair, blocking the Dagger Tooth is not that bad. He gains 2 life, but it saves us from losing 3, so it's only a net. It's net 1 better for us, especially given the board isn't us beating down at the moment. Whew. My mana just remains ugly right now. If I had Running Ground up, I'd go for the ugly double, but I don't, so I'm not gonna. Because I can cast Vine Shaper next turn and make this a 4/4. And then block it. Oh, if he plays... Ho ho ho! Oh, I was worried about the 5/5 trample that does 1 damage to each creature. No, actually, that only does 3 damage to me. I mean, I guess he can do 3 damage to my Sailor of Means if he wants, but it's not very effective. And it means I can double block his Sailback. Yeah, I think we just double block the Sailback. I think we're in trouble. Not gonna deny that. Run aground will not do it. Okay then. Well, that was over fast. Huntmaster into that Burning Sun's avatar was pretty good. Blinding Fox coming out. That doesn't do anything versus the Burning Suns. That's for sure. Well, I guess it does prevent them from getting taking damage. We could bring in the Lightning Strike, but it's ugly. And what are we even trying to kill with it? The Hutmaster? Like, maybe we do just leave the fog in. I don't think it's good, but I don't think we have much great to put in here. I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made for Bronto, right? The 9/9. That's about as likely to be good as Blinding Fog, right? Either one's gonna sit in my hand doing nothing. Yes. Oh, we'll keep that. 2-drop, 3-drop. Unless we draw some things, in which case that might become our, if we draw a different 2-drop, that might become our 3-drop. Excuse me. Oh, no Huntmaster's good. We just run that aground? I think we just run that aground. Given that we draw Air Elemental, I think that puts him far enough behind that we should be able to just play Air Elemental next turn and start pounding pretty good. Because now he knows Blossom Dryad is a jumper, or I guess he doesn't. Burning Suns doesn't kill Air Elemental. Unless he can pounce it the turn after. And if he plays Burning Suns, I get in for 6. Oh! Well, that'll do it. That'll do it pretty good, huh? So we start with an opt. Oh, we'll top that. Interesting. I kind of expected him just to kill the Daggertooth. So I guess as I get to... Oh, okay. If he's got a trick, he's got a trick. That's fine. That's why we waited on playing the Siren Lookout. Yep, cool. Cool. Still get in for 3. And make a flyer. Nice! Okay. That was really good for us. Now we get to play 2 spells next turn. One of them becoming a 4-drop, or a 4/4. And... is he Burning Sunning again? Brutal. It's fine. We're all right now. You can't really attack unless he's playing another creature. But even if he's playing another creature, attacking with Avatar seems bad. Unless he's gonna gain 5 playing the green Avatar. Ugh. Well, I guess because I didn't draw a land, then if I drew a land, I was gonna Shapers of Nature to draw a card to hopefully hit a running ground, my other running ground. But without that, I guess we just make a Dreadmaw. And we can't attack. We're not in a good spot, though, with him having the spine back. We really need to find, what's the name of the card? Shaper or Spellweaver or something, whatever. The 2/1 Merfolk that has flying if you control another Merfolk. So we just strap a counter onto that. And smash. If we attack with Dreadmaw, what are his block options? He can block with Burning Suns and we trade. He can make a... He can block with Spineback and Dryad and trade. Is that good for us to trade? No, it's probably better for us to just draw a card. Heh. Well, that didn't get us very far, but... I guess we just pass. We just need to find our flyers at this point. We're not going to profitably get through there through the Spineback. But we could possibly set something pretty decent up if we can find some way to remove the Spineback. And then the -1 on his creatures might give us a decent area. That's okay. That's like... Wait, what? That seems very bad for him. Oh, he wanted his raid trigger. Oh, and he's gonna get his 2 damage. Ugh, okay. Does he have something else, too? Really? Well, we're gonna lose this one, folks. It's the end of our good run. It's gonna be a 2-1, I think. This guy, oh. Just beating after beating we took. The perfectly timed canopy, followed by the perfectly timed avatar, followed by the dual shot to go with the pyromancer? Like, are you kidding? The Colossal Dreadmaw is our only way out of this. We're not putting that in there. And the quad block just feels bad against 3 lands and 1,000,000 open mana. And no reason to play that land, I guess. I think we just lost. I don't think there's any way out of this at this point. Really? Sure strike? Oh, pounce. Okay. Man, this guy's deck is good, but I feel like we don't draw. I don't know. It's the run aground. Oh my god, really? We could beat this guy. This is ridiculous. I can't believe we lost this match. Yeah, might as well, right? Oh, look at that! That's a good card, isn't it? Too damn late. All right, whatever. All right, 2-1 isn't bad. It's better than we thought we were gonna do with this deck, but once we got going, I definitely thought we could have made it. And yeah, that guy just had all the cards he needed to beat us. The Burning Sun shouldn't have been a problem, but then he followed it up with the Spineback and could just make limitless 4/4s. If not for that, we could win anyway. Whew. All right, well, either way, 2-1 isn't bad. It's not a trophy, and that does mean that I was given that assuming all things are equal, the average person, an average quote unquote player, would win 1 in 8 drafts. Us winning 2 of our first 8 is solid, though I was really hoping to get to 3. All right, well, either way. Hopefully we'll see everybody back tomorrow for more fun. Till then, have a great life, folks. Peace.